Hey guys, Storm here. Thought I'd make a video showing you guys how I've set everything up in Empire and Puzzles. I'll start with my camps. As you can see, I have two that are at level 20. They're constantly working on possible 5-star heroes, so that between them they'll pump out one hero every day. It's also a great way of storing food and recruits. My other two I use to convert practice swords and adventure kits into disposable 1 and 2-star heroes. Because I use forges far less than I use training camps, I've chosen to use them to convert into other buildings. At the moment I have the barracks and I have the hunter's lodge, and in future I'll convert them into the alchemy lab and whatever else they choose to give us. But I genuinely believe that I only really need one forge, and since they can be converted back and forth anyway, these are the things to change. When it comes to my mines, to my farms, to my iron storage and to my food storage, I have them all completely maxed out, and I'm working on the, as you can see, I'm working on the advanced versions of them as we speak. This is because it's so important to have food and iron, and where possible to have as high a maximum iron and maximum food as possible. That way you can create all the things you get after Stronghold 20. Because I've spent time building them up, I've actually neglected my houses and can hold far fewer recruits. But I just feel it's best to get these as maxed as possible. And now for my most important thing of all, my heroes. As you may be able to see, I have spent some gems to raise both my hero cap and to get an extra team. I have 8 whole teams, all there for different purposes. Team 1 to 6, as shown here, they're my war teams. It starts with Team 1, my strongest team, and goes along to Team 6, my arguably weakest team, including 1 3-star yellow. I know stacking colours is a good idea, but most of the time I prefer to use rainbow teams, and just having these teams set up like this helps me keep them in order, helps me not use one by accident that I didn't mean to, and is generally quite helpful. Team 7, this is my defence team. Since my defence team responds to getting hit, not to sending jewels up into the enemy, I can just use a mix of the best 5-star heroes I've got. And by having a 7th team, having them in a 7th team, it means I don't accidentally send them into a fight that I didn't mean to send them into. They're always selected, and having been online and watched some other YouTube videos on how to do this, it suggested using a red in the centre as a tank, 2 blues on either side of it to do an amount of damage, and greens at the edge to do even more damage, and that this would be the best way of setting it up. Now what I should really do is have a healer in there, and if I go back to here, if you look down, I recently got Grazul here, and one of the things he does is recover health, but he only recovers a small part. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm building him up. When I get him to level 8, hopefully he'll be recovering 15 or 16% health, and that's not a lot, but if you look here, it says his mana speed is very fast, so hopefully when he's right up, he should be a really good healer, and he will become the centre of my defence team. But until I've got him levelled up, there's no way I can use him yet, and I'm sticking with the team that I've got. And finally, I have my 8th team. This is a 3-star team. It starts with Bane up the top, who's also in Team 6 for me, and goes through to Belith, who's one of my 3-star healers. I have a 3-star team because recently they introduced raiding quests. The There's no quest on at the moment, but one starts tomorrow. In this one, it's a 5-star battle with everything available, but they often set very strange rules with these. And they often limit the amount of stars your characters could have. So I'm working on having a 3-star team, a 2-star team, and a 1-star team, and be able to use those as well. So far, the lowest I've seen is a 2-star tournament, which I'm not going to lie, I just used basic 2-star characters. But having built up ones available would be really, really helpful. Also, in amongst my heroes, I've got lots of random ones I've picked up along the way that I think might be useful. For example, here we've got, I believe it's spelt Jangir, or it's pronounced Jangir. I have him, he's a 3-star. He shouldn't be useful, but but occasionally in the raid tournaments they say that healers don't work. If you look at my 3-star team, it has 2 healers in it, and that if healing doesn't work, then there's no point having 3-star healers in there. And so I've built up Muggy to replace Belith if she's needed, and I will be building up Jangir to replace Hawkmoon. So yeah, all of these characters might be useful to me in some way, and I'm holding on to them in case I need them at any point. And yeah, that's it. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me in game, and have a good one. Bye.